Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about karate. And I bet when you think of karate, you're picturing high kicks, breaking boards, maybe some tournaments, right? Well, you're in for a surprise. We're going to go so much deeper than that and uncover this incredible philosophy and rich culture that's been built up over hundreds and hundreds of years.
So, let's just jump right in with the big question that gets to the heart of it all. Is karate really just a sport? Is it all about fighting and speed and just scoring points? For a lot of us, that's the only side we ever see, either in competitions or, in the movies. But that, it turns out, is just a tiny, tiny piece of a much bigger, much older story.
Okay, let's break this down. See, on the left, you've got sport karate. And yeah, that's all about competition, points, speed. But on the right, that's traditional Okinawan karate. And that is what we're diving into today. This is all about culture, about building a very specific kind of mindset, and about honoring a lineage that goes back centuries. It's really a way of life, not just a game you play.
To really get it, though, we have to travel back in time. Way back. We're going to the Ryukyu Kingdom, which was its own independent nation for over 400 years. Today, we know it as Okinawa. This is the birthplace of karate, an art form with a really long and sometimes even secret history.
This timeline really shows you just how deep these roots go. I mean, we're starting way back in the 14th century with this early martial art they just called tea. Fast forward a few hundred years, and it becomes this refined practice, mostly for noble families. It's not even called karate until the 1910s, when it starts to spread to Japan. And then only after World War II does it just explode across the globe. So yeah, this is no modern invention. It's the product of centuries of careful refinement.
And that long journey has had a massive impact. Today, it's estimated that over 100 million people practice karate around the world. Think about that. What started as this pretty exclusive art form for a few people in one region has become this huge global phenomenon, all while trying to hold on to its ancient heart.
But here's what's so fascinating. It's how the art even survived. At one point, after Japan annexed Okinawa, the practice was suppressed. But did the masters just give up? No way. They practiced in secret, behind closed doors. They even did something incredibly clever. They hid karate techniques inside traditional folk dances. It was a way to pass the knowledge on, right under everyone's noses, to make sure this cultural treasure wasn't lost.
And all of this brings us to the real soul of traditional karate. It was never just about the physical moves. It's about shaping your mind. All that discipline you build for your body is actually meant to forge a philosophy for life, one that you take with you way outside the training hall, the dojo.
This quote from Master Sokan Matsumura, who was a legendary royal bodyguard, man, it just says it all perfectly. The real goal isn't to beat somebody up. It's to develop respect and humility. Because if you can do that, if you can get that right, then your mind and your actions will always be in the right place.
This whole philosophy really boils down to three core teachings. First, focus on the process, not the result. Just do the work, and the best result will take care of itself. Second, never ever forget your roots. Always remember where you started and keep that beginner's mind. And third, and this is a big one, consistency is key. Practice every single day, even if it's just for 15 minutes. It's all about that little by little progress.
And this all leads to what is maybe the most crucial insight of all. Karate teaches that when you're up against a problem, you don't run away from it. You move forward, toward it. Because if you try to escape, well, the next problem is just going to find you anyway. This idea of facing your challenges head-on is probably the most powerful lesson karate has to offer for just everyday life.
Now, this whole way of thinking isn't just something you practice alone in a dojo. It's actually woven into the entire Okinawan culture. And to really see this in action, we need to look at another incredible tradition, a vibrant and powerful performance art called Issa.
So Issa is this traditional dance, and get this, its history goes back over 500 years. It's performed during a special season when people believe the spirits of their ancestors return to visit. The whole dance is basically a way of saying thank you to them. It's this powerful, beautiful expression of respecting your roots and your lineage. Sound familiar? It's the exact same theme we saw in karate.
And just like karate, Issa is a discipline that's passed down through generations. It is a total community effort. Everybody has a crucial role. You've got the drummers, who are like the heartbeat of the whole thing, the dancers telling a story. And then there's this really unique character called the Chandara, who's there to hype everyone up and keep the energy high. It's all about keeping the tradition alive, together.
So what happens when we put all these pieces together? You've got the intense, personal discipline of an ancient martial art, and you've got the vibrant community spirit of a 500-year-old dance. Well, what you get is a single, powerful lesson about how to live your life.
And here it is. Both of these incredible, long-standing traditions are teaching the exact same thing. A resilient, meaningful life is built on a few core pillars. You face your challenges head-on. You honor where you come from. And maybe most important of all, you commit to the long, slow, steady process of getting better, day by day, year after year.
Which really just leaves us with one final question to think about. For you, in a world that is so obsessed with the quick fix, with getting instant results, what's the long-term practice that you are committed to? What is the karate or the isa in your own life? What are you building little by little for the long haul?